Held on the 1st of March and taking place during DMU's Cultural Exchanges Festival, Media Bomb hosted a panel of 5 media and cultural industry professionals. Here, the panel are discussing the value of university.
Now, I'm going to combine these two questions to kind of get us towards the end. It's 5:30 now. This person has asked us, most jobs and experience require prior experience in the industry. Isn't this a massive catch-22? And I'll also link that to really the value of university. We'll get controversial towards the end. Should university courses such as media and radio production and media technology, for example, teach industry recognised skills, as what we do today or yesterday, or ways to establish yourself in the industry rather than just the required curriculum?
Yes.
Well, I was going to say, we keep talking about degrees, we keep talking about experience, getting noticed. What we're really talking about here is employability. That's what we're talking about. And employability is a strange word. It's a very general word. It's like asking, is someone lovable? Are they employable? It's a broad thing. For me, employability is three things actually. Skills, okay? You've got to get good at what you do. It's really, really important. If you're a chef, if you're a baker, if you're a pharmacist, you've got to know what you're doing. If you're in audio, you need to get good at audio. If you're doing video production, get good at video production. So skills is important. Secondly, attitude. Can you work hard, okay? Are you proactive? Are you easy to get along with? Your attitude is a massive thing in this. And lastly is experience. Now, you keep thinking, it's chicken and the egg. I'm a student, but I can't get experience, and I can't get a job unless I get experience. You don't have to get a job to get experience. You can get experience by volunteering. You can get experience by going over to Trevor over there and ask him to do a blog post, do some audio things, do a video. That's experience. It's something to put in your portfolio. Okay, it's not as black and white as you think it is. You can get experience tonight. Okay, you don't have to wait anything. You go out there, you can go and make a video, you can get yourself out there and start banging on doors. Okay, that's employability. That's what's going to get you a job. Sorry. Yeah.
You're right again. What the university course does is give you your basic skill set. It won't give you everything you need to do your job when you get there, because you're learning every day, but it gives you your basic skill set. But everyone who leaves your course has got that basic skill set, so what you've got to do is make the difference on top of that. And one thing that's also worth thinking about, and it's something that's very important to us as a business, is the culture of how we operate and the people who work there and what we like to do. And it's always worth doing a little bit of research as to, will I fit into this company? Do they think the same kind of way as I do? Because if somebody comes in and they immediately think, I can imagine them working here, they've got a massive leg up on top of everyone else.
I think the word you mentioned there, that's the one thing, is attitude. It's all about attitude for me. Whether you've got a degree or you've got the experience or anything, it's about the attitudes to get up and go. There's a lovely quote from a guy called Gordon McKenzie that says, Orville Wright didn't have a pilot's licence. Doesn't matter. Getting a qualification doesn't matter in a lot of things. Just get up, get out and do it. If you're looking at the Orville Wright, there's a German guy that has studied engineering and aeronautical engineering for 20 years before they got off the ground. Didn't get anywhere near getting off the ground. It was the guys out there in the desert that actually got up there and did it. So it's all about doing that. It's all about doing that for me.
Yep.
Attitude is right, yeah. And I also want to go back to the thing you were talking about confidence and everything else. Is everybody suffers from a lack of confidence. Everybody does. It's called imposter syndrome when you get into the psychology of it all, and everybody has it. Everybody sits there thinking, we're all sitting here now. I'm telling you now, a secret, right? Everybody's sitting here thinking, I don't know if I can do this. They're all sitting here. I don't know what the question's going to be. I don't know if I can do this. We're all sitting there. The Prime Minister probably sits there doing it as well. Get that into your head straight away. Everybody you speak to thinks they're an imposter in their jobs. I get it all. I sit at my desk and think, how did I get here? What happened? But that's what I get across, is that part of being confident is realising you're just talking to people. So just talk to them and be good at what you do, absolutely. Be qualified at what you do, absolutely important, all the rest of it. But have the right attitude, get in there and just talk to folk.
I think you understand it. Everything's an industry. Faith's an industry, education's an industry, criminal justice system's an industry. Yeah, and we can sit here and talk about whether CVs are relevant. But that's exactly the same debate we could have about whether university and curriculums and the fact that you're paying $9,000 is relevant. Okay, but they're bigger debates than what we can change, I think, to be honest. So at the end of the day, if you want a job in the next 5 years, you're probably going to have to do some form of CV. If you want to get a degree in the media or the creative industries, you're going to have to follow the curriculum. Therefore, really, the onus is on you to put the effort in to go out and get the experiences and the opportunities and meet people, because ultimately, as I said, when there's 5,000 people with a 2-1 all going for one internship with the BBC at Media City, So, you look at the statistic now, how many people will graduate this year in the media across the UK? Okay. Now, if you look at Citizens Eye's website today, I'm going to be the first to push my website, citizenseye.org. I put something up on the Embedded YouTube channel, a talk by a guy called Sam Conniff from an organisation that we do some stuff with called Somewhere 2 in London. And he does a talk at TEDx in Athens, and he said that we do a lot of work with young offenders. 90% of young offenders re-offend. Okay, 90%. If I made you 90 out of 100 cups of tea that were cold, you'd do something about it, wouldn't you? Okay? So I just think that the only way you're going to do something about, if you're going to come out with a 2-1, having had a great time at university, and get yourself employment and be in that sector, is to do something about it yourself.
You've been listening to a soundbite from Media Bomb 2013. To find out more, go to facebook.com/MediaBomb.